Let's go, Bills Mafia, man. Celebrating another victory, man. Don't you love it? It feels good. Regular season's back, but the one constant is the Bills getting W. So, you already know the drill. Hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe. We gotta talk about it. Gotta talk about it. Buffalo taking care of business in the home opener, winning 34-28 versus those Arizona Cardinals. Now, this was a very, very interesting game. Plenty to unpack. Thought early on, man, from a defensive standpoint, man, I thought the Cardinals were getting up and down that field. I was like, oh, what's this about to turn into, And then we kind of had that weird situation where they come out, score to begin the game. We get the strip sack, Josh turnover. Then they come back, get the field goal. I'm like, all right, now let's get ready to pick it up. But the quarter had ended. So it was kind of just like, man, we really didn't get another opportunity to look better. But then that second quarter hit, and good old 17 went out there and started to do 17 like things. I mean, when you got Josh, that changes the whole dynamic of the game. We saw him start to take over, right? First, he gets the rushing touchdown. It's like, all right, you see how dynamic he is, but also surging like with the football, throwing it, right? Wasn't putting it in harm's way. Comes back another touchdown. I mean, this is one of those vintage Josh Allen performances. We know he's overrated. Everybody's talking about it. He's overrated. He sucks. So we already get it, right? The only people that are going to be proud and happy about what Josh does are us wearing that blue and red. So I get it. I get it. But he did account for one, two, two rushing. Three, four, because he had two passing one. So you mean he had four, one, two, three, four of them things today. Or you want me to count like this? One, two, three, four of them things today. And I guess he had one turnover, the strip sack. If you want to put that on him, I get it. He was holding a little bit long on that play. Sure. But I'll take four tutties to one turnover any day of the week. But then I would also say this, man. I thought we ran the ball really well. Now, it wasn't in the sense of, James Cook rushing for over 100 yards or Ty Johnson or Ray Davis. But what I will say is situationally, when we needed to run the football, we ran it really well. And I think that's going to be the key for us this season. I think it's the key for this offensive line. I think it's the key for, like I said, just as a whole, our offense flowing the way that we needed to flow. We need to have that balance where when we need to run it, man, we got to be able to pick up 4 and 5. And we did that constantly today, whether it was James Cook, who I thought played really well, not just running the football, but he also had a nice catch early in the game as well. But rotating through those backs, man, Ty Johnson, Ray Davis, I thought that all three of those guys provided a constant set of production every time they would touch the football out that backfield. And that's going to be critical because it takes that pressure off of Josh. It makes him feel like he doesn't have to play hero ball every single play. And ultimately, that's what you want to see. You want to see him be able to relax, so to speak, man. But it was also good to see some of the other guys, the newer people making their debuts as well, man. I thought Keon Coleman looked good out there. We know he had a couple of short passes, then he had the deep pass off the sideline, man, late in the game. That's what we want to see, man. I thought we was about to get him a touchdown. I knew he was going for it, but hey, glad he didn't score because we got a chance to see some Air Josh again with the hurdle highlight reel touchdown over Buda Baker. Heck of a play by Josh. I mean, we get it. We've seen it before, but it still was like, whoo, wow, it's so exciting, man. And that's what it is. I mean, we got to wait all year, to come out here and see my man go out here and go crazy. We won't get him in the preseason like this, but regular season, this is what you get, man. And this is what you want. But I would also say this, man. I thought defensively, the pass rush really stood out to me. I thought Gregory Rousseau, 3 sacks by him today. I thought that he played out of his mind. I thought Von Miller also looked good out there. Big questions about what he had left in the tank. We know last year he didn't have a sack. First time in his career when that happened. But he went out there and had a nice sack today, man. Speed to power. And I thought he also had 2 or 3 other rushes where I saw him win with just good rushing moves and ultimately providing some pressure on Kyler Murray. We didn't see that consistently last year from Von. We know that was his first year back from the ACL. Now, a lot further removed from the injury, he looked good again. It was more of that vintage Von Miller. And if we're getting that with the way that Greg was playing today, man, those dudes are going to be tough up front, man. Tough. Shout out though to Dorian Williams and Terrell Bernard, man, I thought both of those guys were super productive. We know with Terrell, double-digit tackles for him, man. That's got to be the guy. No Matt Milano, he's got to be the best player on defense, man. In terms of stopping the run, playing the pass, that versatile athlete, I need that from him. But I thought it was good overall, man. And shout out to the young guys on defense in the secondary. Your Taylor Rapps, your DeMar Hamlins, right? Your Christian Bedfords, right? We know all those guys. Ingram as well did a heck of a job, man. We didn't really give up a ton of explosive pass plays. Marvin Harrison Jr., who we know, big pedigree dude, man. A lot of people were worried about him. I mean, pretty much was irrelevant this game, so we definitely like that. I think the only thing that really hurt us was when Kyler Murray scrambled and was able to extend plays. We had that bonehead kickoff return for a touchdown late in the game. Otherwise, we win this thing by 2 scores, and y'all know what time it was. But it is what it is, man. Got out of there healthy-ish, right? We'll see, man. Hopefully everybody is straight. And we know the big one, Taron Johnson, man. That's the one that, we'll wait and see what's up. But like I said, man, you guys let me know your thoughts, though, on the Bills taking care of business, man, getting that beautiful dub to start the season 1-0. And the homie, the man, the myth, the legend, Josh Allen getting 4 touchdowns. 4 to 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 turnover, right? Since everybody cares so much about turnovers. But either way, I appreciate you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe. And until next time, just remember this one thing. Don't nobody circle the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.